Hey guys, Ben here, and today we are back with yet another video. Today we will be having the RK7 Garrison and the Strife comparison. Now this is, maybe you're looking for a pistol to use in multiplayer, or in Blackout. You got both of them, you want to know which one you should be using. I got your answers. Make sure you check out the GKS vs MX9 video that will be in the description. Also, if you click the top corner of the video right now, you'll go to that video, and at the end of this video there will be a link to it as well. And then same thing for the ICR vs Rampart 17, link down in the description. Also, click the top corner right now if you want to go see that one instead, and there will be a link at the end of the video for that one as well. So the next video we will have is going to be the Platin HV50 versus the Outlaw. And remember to like, subscribe, and share this video and channel with anybody you think might be interested. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting off here in the comparison with the Strife. Now this is the semi-auto pistol, and it's good, no doubt. And really, the one drawback I seem to really have is, one, the range, but you can't really be expecting good range out of the pistol, and then the fact that you need really good reaction time. Now, the gameplay I'm using for the Strife and the RK7 Garrison, they're both hardcore. It's not like they're both one-shot kills, but anyway, with that being said, the Strife is still very powerful for a pistol. It's a one-shot kill, and it's, like, pretty good. Like, if you can hit your shots, it's going to be really good. You just need that reaction time, like always. But this one, its fire rate really depends on how good you are at, like, how good your trigger finger is, because it's a semi-auto. You could, like, be firing them off, like, really fast, or you could just be firing off, like, bang, bang, bang. Like, it really depends on how good your trigger finger is. So if you don't have a great trigger finger, this gun might not be the best for you. It could still fire fast, and it's still a one-shot kill most of the time. So that's all good news right there. But yeah, without a doubt, a trigger finger will help you with this gun, but it's not totally necessary. Now, it has good accuracy, and why? Because the recoil's not bad. It's a semi-auto gun, which means every single shot you kind of set up. It's not like an automatic gun where you have no time to set up between shots. You still have time, as it's just a semi-auto gun. So that's very good news. The range is okay, as I said earlier, and really just the power of this gun is much more powerful than the RK7 Garrison. We'll get back into that later, but it has good power for a pistol, especially for a pistol. To be a one-shot kill on hardcore, that's absolutely amazing. And really, it has good fire rate if you could fire fast, meaning that your DPS could end up being very high with the gun like this. Not like as high as a SMG, I'd imagine, but even if you have like an insane trigger finger. But yeah, it still could be pretty good. So now we got the stats of the Strife. It has 12 shots per the mag. So, I mean, it's just, that's not bad for a semi-auto like the Strife. So, you could definitely live with it. And, it has 2 extra mags like all the other guns do, so it has 36 total shots, which really you should not be worried about running out of ammo with this gun, because, I mean, you have a lot of ammo to spare. But the damage is a 9 out of 20, which is actually pretty good. That's more powerful than the SMGs we reviewed last time, and that's actually really good. The fire rate's an 8 out of 20, but I would take that with a grain of salt, to say the least, because if you have a good trigger finger, that could be much higher. If you have a bad trigger finger, that could be much lower. So that really, the fire rate's tough to judge, making the damage per second really tough to judge as well. The accuracy is an 11 out of 20, and I have to say I agree with that 100%. This is not like a bad recoil gun. You have very little recoil while you're using this thing, and I mean, it's just good stuff, honestly. And then the range, an 8 out of 20, so that's not bad at all, really, for a pistol. So the Strife, it's a good gun in multiplayer. Zombies, in zombies, the Z harmony is absolutely insane. You could get it for free on 9, which is one of the reasons I love 9. The setup time on 9 really isn't that bad, but I'll get back into that when I review all the zombies maps, if I ever end up doing a video like that. If you want to see it, comment down below that you do, and I'll rank all the zombies maps. But yeah, so it's really good in zombies. Blackout, it's decent, but like the fact that it has no range is just a little bit weird, you know? And then Obviously, we just went over how it is in multiplayer, so let's move on to its comparison mate. Is that the RK7 Garrison? Alright, so here we are with the RK7 Garrison. Now, this is the 3-shot burst. Really, I think comparing it to the RK5 is not a long shot at all. They both feel the same, and the only major difference is obviously the way the gun looks, but other than that, it kind of feels like you're using the same thing. So its accuracy is good. Now, I love a gun that's accurate because you're able to hit your shots, but the 3-shot burst is iffy. And what I mean by that is if you only hit one of the shots, then it's not going to kill him even in hardcore. So, I mean, it seems like all the 3 burst shots should be heading in the same direction, but a lot of times that doesn't seem to be the case, because a lot of times when using it, I ended up getting like one of them to hit, and then the 2 other would miss, or like I would get 2 of them to hit, the other one would miss, and it was very rare where I would actually be getting all 3 to hit. So, it's just a little bit weird there, and obviously, I said the first shot is less than 30, so if you only get 1 burst, it's not going to kill them. If you get all 3 of those burst shots onto them, or just 2 of them, in hardcore it would kill them. In normal core mode, it wouldn't, I think, unless they were like low health, but if they had 150 health, the standard amount of health, they wouldn't die. The fire rate's okay. Now, I say okay because it fires super quickly for the 3 bursts, and then you could pretty much fire them away really quickly after that, but it's just a bit weird. Like, you just feel like it's going to be a longer hesitation, because maybe it's just me after using the burst in Fortnite, where you actually have to wait a little bit before you can shoot it again. This one's a bit different, so it's actually, I would change it to a good fire rate, because really you could get those bursts off in a fast damage, or a fast rate, and that's always good news. The damage is okay, and in core, you really shouldn't be using pistols. That's why I'm using it in hardcore, because getting gameplay for pistols in core would just be me dying over and over again. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, and I wouldn't be really expecting people to be able to do it very effectively. If only 1 shot hits, it's not gonna kill him. Yep, the burst has bloom. I've already covered that. So this is just notes I take from game to game, and I'm really repetitive, and you could get the burst off fast. I've already gone over that as well. Really, I play multiple games. I take notes on every single game, even if I said it already. So it's really just that kind of baseline. So let's move on to the statistics of it now. It has 15 shots per mag, which means it has 5 3-shot bursts. So you could get all those shots off pretty quickly, and it has 45 total shots, which means it has 2 extra magazines, just like every other gun in Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 4, I believe. Black Ops 2? Man, I want to play Black Ops 2 now. Okay, anyways, though. The damage is a 6 out of 20, which is obviously not great. The fire rate's a 12 out of 20, which is actually comparable to some SMGs. That's how fast this thing can fire. The accuracy is a 9 out of 20, and the range is a 5 out of 20. Now, obviously, looking at the stats against the Strife, it's a bit different. We'll get into that more later. But really, in zombies, this thing, it's a lot like the RK5, and I'm going to say that a lot in this video, I think, because really I feel like I'm using an RK5, except for the little grip that this thing has. In multiplayer, it's not a bad gun, especially in a hardcore when you have those 3 shots, and then in Blackout, it's actually a pretty good gun. I used it, and I was actually able to kill some people pretty well, so it's not a bad gun to be using. But anyways, let's get into the conclusion of this video. Alright, so congratulations if you made it this far. You made it through the RK7 Garrison and the Strife, how they actually are. So now let's compare them, because this is the big part. Let's see who wins. So in Blackout mode, that's what we're going to start. We're going to go Blackout, we're going to go multiplayer, and then zombies will be the conclusion. So Blackout, the winner, the RK7 Garrison. Now, why? Well, the 3-shot burst is, and the quicker fire rate really makes it a better choice, since neither of these are really good choices. You want to be getting shots off faster. They're not powerful guns or anything, so you want to just be able to get your shots off faster, and if you're able to do that, good news, right? It's not a great gun, like I just said, and it's just really, not that the RK7 Garrison's really an amazing gun, it's more that the Strife is just a horrible gun in this type of game mode, where, I mean, it just doesn't work out for you. Even in close range, long range, it doesn't matter. The Strife is not the gun you want to be using. It's just the 3-shot burst, the quicker fire rate, you get more shots off quickly, and the damage just isn't big enough of an advantage for the Strife to make it actually a better choice in a blackout type game mode. So the RK7 definitely takes it for blackout. Now moving on to multiplayer, and the winner here is going to be the Strife. Now with the more powerful shots, the Strife can really kill your enemies, and it's really good in hardcore because it's only a 1-shot kill, and if you can fire off shots quickly, it's actually really good because it's accurate. You could get those shots off quick and you're accurate about it. Both very, very, very good things, right? And then, I mean, it's really got that little recoil. I'm trying to read my notes right now. Sorry for being an idiot, but it's got a little recoil, and that's really big in a multiplayer game mode. Because if you're firing all over the place, it's not going to work. That's even better for core too. So if you're a core player, I would recommend playing hardcore. I love playing hardcore, but if you're a core player, then that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing core, but it still works for you because of the little recoil. You could get those shots onto them. In hardcore, you only need 1 shot. In core, you're going to need, I think, 5 if they have 150 health, because this shot does about 30 at a time. So Strife wins in multiplayer, making it tied up 1-1, meaning that Zombies is going to be the final one. And, I mean, if you've played Zombies, I think you've done this. The winner has to be the Strife, and that's going to give it the whole thing. The Strife wins this one. I mean, the Z Harmony, literally, I could just end it there, and if you've played and used the Z Harmony, you know what I'm talking about. It's the gun I'm using right now. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, against heavy zombies, which are bosses, and normal zombies, it doesn't matter. The quick fire rate, tons of ammo. I mean, it's so good. The stiletto knife, which you could get if you upgraded it enough. I mean, this thing just rips zombies apart. Now, the RK7 Garrison, I did use it, and I felt like I had a little bias going in, because I was like, the Z Harmony is so good, there's no way this thing's gonna beat it. And really, I mean, it's not bad, but there's no way you could ever, like, really be using it instead of using the Strife or the Z Harmony, especially on 9, which is probably the fan favorite map, I think, to this point, and where you could get it for free, literally on like round 3. You could already have it for free, which is big news. So the RK7 Garrison, it's not a bad gun, it's just Z Harmony is untouchable in this sort of ranking. So anyways, we do have the stats. So in terms of ammo, the RK7 Garrison wins that. It has 3 more shots to mag, and then it has, obviously with the extra mags, it's going to make it more. The damage goes to the Strife. Now, that's really big in games like hardcore, where it's just a 1-shot kill, and even core, and blackout. They're all important to just be able to put out more damage per shot. So that's all good news for that. The fire rate goes to the RK7 Garrison. Like I said earlier, this is actually comparable to like an SMG. I think the GKS's fire rate is supposed to be like, I think 13, and this is a 12 out of 20. So they're both like real close to each other. That's how fast the RK7 Garrison can fire. The accuracy and range both end up going to the Strife, so it does end up winning these comparisons 3-2, as well as winning the Blackout Zombies multiplayer comparison 2-1. So the overall winner of this video, as I said earlier, is going to be the Strife. It will be moving on in the tournament. So yeah, the Strife is a better gun. Not saying you're wrong for using the RK7 Garrison. Obviously, if you want to use it, if it's to your playstyle, go ahead and use it. But anyways, that is going to be it. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching to this point. Remember, if you want to leave a like on this video, that'd be awesome. You want to subscribe to the channel, that'd also be awesome. Only if you're new. You can't subscribe multiple times. I wish you could, but you can't. And share this video and channel with anybody you think would be interested. It'd be awesome. Help me reach 50 subscribers. And also, we're on the road to 1,000 channel views. I think we're about 950 right now, so we're really getting there. And it's actually been a pretty short amount of time for the amount of time it takes some people to reach 1,000 views, which is super duper awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given me, and I hope to just continue making these gun comparison videos. Also, leave a comment if you like these, because I love making them. I think they're really fun videos, and the last one did really, really well. It had one of the best first days one of my videos I've ever had. So, I mean, I really hope you guys like these videos. I like making them, and next will be the Battle of the Snipers. This one was the Battle of the Pistols, so say you're trying to use a pistol, you want a good secondary. trust me, go with the Strife. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.